that's kind of disruptive is that I personally just on hip hop, and maybe it sounds sexist, but for males, I would say that I have like a forefathers list, which is like, I can't put Hove, Biggie, and Nas all within the currents of Meek Mill, Jadakiss, and like those. It's like,
oh yes,
it's generational. Period.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird because some of those guys are not making the same music, not making music at all at this time. So it's kind of weird, and you kind of leave it left out when you have a top five, and like three of those people are like almost retired or deceased.
Yeah, which is for a lot of people. You know, it's like because rap is old genre, but it's not that old. So,
and then you still have the new people who are significantly nice. Like you can't forget the Coles and the Kendricks.
It's not something like pop music that has been around for like much longer. Where it's like you could go back to like the '60s and find like your favorite pop song. It's like you're working off for 40 years, which again is a long time. But to ask people that are in their 30s to go off a 40-year like existence of something, you're probably gonna get a lot of people that overlap generations.
I like the conversation. I enjoy the conversation, but I also don't want people to think it's opinionated for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's no right or wrong. It's just give your validation.
There are some wrongs. The fact that Joe Budden was number 3 on that fucking list.
I can't say. I don't know because you know what? Music. Whoever wrote that list, I don't know how Joe Budden got there, but Joe Budden
wrote it, but.
No, I don't think that. Absolutely not. But I would say I don't know how that person got to Joe Budden being number 3. They could have got them to a pivotal point. Joe Budden could have got that person to a pivotal point in life, which is why they have them up so high. Or I really don't know.
I can't even name 3 Joe Budden songs.
But that's you. That's why I'm saying it's opinionated.
But when you're going off of all time, there's just something like notoriety is a very valuable factor.
Joe Budden has like a good catalog, but I don't know amongst the group in the room how he got to number 3. I really don't know. I don't even know if
I'm not buying it.
But I don't know. This is what? Whenever I write a list, I always say in no specific order.
That's fair.
Because I don't have a specific order.
But I think if you're going to argue the 50 best rappers of all time, even if you went with the top 5, there are people that I would put in that top 5. They're not even in my top 5. Just purely based off of impact, culture, like, relevance, sales. Like, there's just certain things that just go into you being like the top of the top. There's no way you can look at me, or there's no way you can say, like, Joe Budden is one of the top 5 rappers of all time.
I didn't write the list.
No, I'm saying to you, though, you cannot look me in my face right now and tell me that.
Not in mine, no.
No, not yours. I'm saying, like, for culture.
I can't confirm or deny.
Nigga.
I haven't listened to that much Joe Budden, but I would definitely say that he's not in
but that's my whole point, though. I don't think you have to. I think just by virtue of being someone
Joe Budden is nice. I would say he's nice.
I'm not saying he's not nice, but I'm saying as someone that's of this culture, the movers and shakers in hip hop. Like, the people that are like really influential in being the top 5.
But when that list was written, I don't know what they based the list off of when they wrote that top, because there's tiers of what you're writing of, not album sales or like mark, or just if you just going basically on rhyme. Because I saw Lloyd Banks at number 50, and that shit, he's in my top 10, guaranteed, or top 20, I would say, for sure. I definitely think I have him in my top 10. Yeah, Lloyd Banks is really up there for me. But you would have that same argument with me. Like, how the hell he get in your top 10?
See, no, but your top 10 and the top 10 is 2 different things.
Well, I don't know if that was that podcast top 10. Their top 50.
When you write top 50 rappers of all time, that means all time. That means everywhere. Well, it exceeds all.
Well, that was theirs of all time. This is why I'm saying it's always opinionated. There's never going to be a right or wrong. And I just said that before so we're having this argument.
Yeah,
but it still falls on what I said.
Though, because there's people there's people that could be on that list in the top 10. You'd be like, there's no fucking way that this person is like a top 10 rapper of all time. If somebody said Vanilla Ice, you would not buy that. You'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Tell me you wouldn't.
Vanilla Ice, yeah, but Joe Budden.
That's what I'm saying.
But for Joe Budden, I can understand.
Sure, I think, an extreme.
Because I think people would argue some of the people that I have in my list. Mm-hmm. Guaranteed. Like, I'd recently, I was like, why do I still have Pac up there? I was like, I think Pac is kind of up there because of, and this is my opinion, because of his situation of being deceased. But in my opinion, I don't think that his music was that influential to be on my top 5, not even my top 10 list.
the operative word you keep using. My. Top Pac is not in my top 5 either. But if you ask me to name the top 5 rappers of all time, I'm putting him in there because.
Are you serious?
Yes. Because again, it's I can be objective. Like I can say like, oh, this is a really great rapper
of all time.
Because I'm going off of so many different things.
I might put Jadakiss above Pac of all time. Be honest with you.
Okay, and that's fair. But I'm saying like the my list and then the list are 2 different things.
There's no the list. I want people to stop that shit.
That's what it is, though.
Because there's no the.
Yes, there is.
This is an opinion. This is like, we arguing about some old shit. It's like
yes,
3
and
weeks
now I got my fucking feet on the coffee table like me in Nana's basement.
Because no matter what, there's no right or wrong. So you can't say the list. There is no fucking list. Who the fuck is they? Who are they to put that there is the list?
There is no clear, definitive right or wrong. But there are some very obvious people. It's almost like basketball players. Like if you like,
because that list falls even.
That's what I'm saying. But
we're still going over that now.
There was some.
Is Jordan better than? Is LeBron better than Jordan?
This is exactly my point, beloved. What I'm saying is there's some people, beloved, that are obviously in the top. You can't name the top basketball players and not be like LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson.
So who clears to say that these are the motherfuckers that go up there?
You go off stats. You find some definitive categories. You say,
but when you say that, the criteria for everybody's list is different. Is what I'm trying to say to you, because everybody goes off different impacts on what could value that person to make the list.
So maybe that's what we need to figure out as a culture.
Because
we need to find 5 categories.
Because if we have a definitive way of like Xing people off, then we have to be like, nah, nope. Because people have Drake up there, but then if people like, yo. We're going on people who've never, ever had help with any type of lyrical or any type of record, then they can't be on the list. Whether it's a record, I mean...
Who hasn't had help, though? That's a whole nother conversation, but... Everyone has had help.
We can't say that.
Do you know how the music industry works? Everyone has help.
But this is why...
There's always... just by virtue of another person being in the studio, you had help. Like, that's just how it works.
But I mean... We were talking about lyrical base, or are we talking about like help with the record? Like, they just.
I think even both. Even if it's just Jay and Rick Rubin, Jay's in the studio, Rick is at the board. If Jay asks Rick Rubin for one line, or Rick suggests one thing, he had help. Like, it's just how it works. Anyway, say all this to say
the criteria is tough. I mean, because even with that, some people will argue and some people will lie.
Well, no, we're not gonna lie.
But when we have definitive evidence, like people like Puff. I don't write rhymes, I write checks. Shit like that. He doesn't make the list. Or when someone has Kanye up there, well, we know there's people like who would be someone that helped Kanye, Sci-Hi, or the other his people in his camp, Consequence, who has helped him, repin or rechange something around. Does he make the list? What he makes it because his impact, his influence.
But is he not still a good rapper? See, now I feel like these become like very technical things. Like,
but this is what makes the
best writer. But it's just like, no, rapping is just performing. Like, it's your existence in front of.
See, that shit don't go for me. No,
how?
No, absolutely not for me.
Because
I'm sorry.
Writing is not the same as freestyling. Freestyle is not the same as.
This is why I understand why somebody would put like Joe Budden up there. I know Joe Budden pins all his shit. He's never probably had help with anything. He's a fucking lyrical, like, and we're talking like list, like lyrical rap. We're talking about not just that hip hop making a record. I'm talking about people who fucking rap. Like, they going up the flex, yo, rap, my nigga, like rap. This is what I'm talking about.
But that's freestyling.
But no, they could rap. Like, they can go. That's not even about freestyling. They've always like lyrically have some shit ready. You don't just because you.
That's exactly what a freestyle is.
Not always. Freestyle is off the top of the home. You could have some ready made shit. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a freestyle. But we're not getting.
So then. Okay.
We're not getting into technicalities of that, I'm trying to say.
And that's just performing. If you already have some shit prepared and then you just rap it, it's just like doing a show.
Like Jay goes off the top of his head sometimes. And sometimes it could be you catch the mumbles in between, but that's technicality of what we're talking about right now. But I'm talking about someone who doesn't have to sit down and make a record. Like, I feel like they have to pin something or have help with suggestions on what to go by. That's what I'm talking about. But if we're talking about, this is why I understand why Joe Budden would be up there with someone's top 3 or that podcast top 3. I don't know what or how many people came to the conclusion that he should go up there, but I could understand that. But you talking about performance.
It was one person.
Kanye is okay.
Kanye?
He's okay, but I don't think he's in top. He's not even top. Maybe not top 20. Not even 20. He's not in top 20. Maybe 30, 40 or some shit like that. But no.
Ever?
Yes.
Okay.
Of rappers.
Yeah.
People that could rap.
You don't think Kanye can rap?
I think Black Thought raps like fucking other people who out rap Kanye. Yes, there's way more.
But you don't think Kanye can rap?
I think he can rap. I don't think he's up there. Where do you place him at? I'm not trying to specifically target him, but I mean he's someone that's someone who had.
I would not go below number 20.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I mean, we're not going to sit here and go through 19 other people right now, but I highly disagree. But okay.
Which is actually crazy. I made a top 10 list the other day, and I didn't put Eminem in there. Eminem could rap, but he's just not my favorite rapper.
Oh yeah. But I don't.
But I can name. But being that you put me on this, you said can name other people. There's other people that can, who sonically and just like capability can rap, and they out rap Kanye. Yes, I know for sure.
Okay.
I'll put him below, maybe in the 30s somewhere. But yeah.
In the 30s.
Yes.
Now I want you to go home and make this list, because I cannot think of 29 solid people that are better rappers than Kanye. There might be some overlap. There might be some swap outs. But for you to say like solely, like there are 29 people.
Pusha T raps better than Kanye.
Okay.
Rick Ross raps better than Kanye. Who else? Black Thought. Royce da 5'9". Joe Budden raps better than Kanye. What the fuck are you talking? Like there's, yes. See, this is what I'm talking about, because you're thinking on based on the success level.
I'm just saying I can't think of 29 people. Like you just did a solid 5, but I cannot think of 29 people.
Styles P, Jada Kiss. Who else? Meek Mill.
No.
Meek Mill raps better than Kanye.
I don't think so. I don't think I don't think so. I think there are two different types of rappers, but I wouldn't say that Meek is a better rapper than Kanye.
Absolutely.
Like I feel like there's someone that exists almost in the same bracket for me.
Nah. I don't know what your technical. I don't know what your listening level is, but I would definitely.
I feel like you also are someone that is much more into like aggressive shit.
That's not. I'm not talking about aggressive. I mean, I just.
No, Can I finish?
Go ahead.
I think you're someone that's more into aggressive shit. So I think subconsciously for you, I think sometimes the more aggressive the rapper is.
I said Black Thought, so I mean,
but like one of 11 you just named.
Mos Def raps better than Kanye.
Okay, all right.
Consequence raps better than Kanye, in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, Consequence not on the list, in my opinion, but I mean, it depends how we breaking this list down. But yeah, I hear you.
Okay. All right. Well, let's block each other now, because
I'm not blocking you, but I also know that what you listen to, because your initial stance.
What do I listen to?
I don't know. And clearly you listen to Cardi B and shit like that. But I have two different. I know it's sexist of me, but I have two different lists.
Now that is sexist. But
and who's on your? I have Remy Ma up there on my number one list, by the way, for female rappers. In my opinion.
That's fair.
I might have Trina at number 2.
But it is fucked up that you have two different lists.
It's just different.
That's another story for another day.
But I feel like that's how they chart. That's how the game is built. Like they always do best female artist, best male rap artist.
I mean, well, who runs the game though?
Right now, I don't know.
No, I'm saying no. People.
Oh.
It's a cultural thing. So like, it's But yeah, all right. Well, anyway, the list I agree with the most is Magic Johnson. Did you see Magic Johnson's list of best R&B singers of all time? It was great.
No,
he honestly named like Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan, Michael Jackson.
Somebody left off Keith Sweat. Was it Magic Johnson?
I don't know, but Magic Johnson literally just listed people in alphabetical order. So then he just went like Alicia Keys, why can't I think of her name now? Anita Baker, like it just went through like the alphabet, and it was like, okay, sorry, that's not what the assignment was, but okay, sure, all right. EJ, come get your daddy, come get your daddy, because this is not what we're doing. But yeah, so.
This is where, back to list. This is why
back to list. I don't think we have a left list.
We haven't left. But Keith Sweat would be somewhere up in my top, probably top 10 list of R&B artists.
Like singers or?
And I know that nigga can't sing like that.
Like, Keith Sweat can't sing. So.
This is what I'm talking about. What the fuck?
That's not it. But okay.
I love Keith Sweat. I don't know why.
Listen.
I think he got like 2 jams on me that I can't get off.
I love garbage shit. I love. And I'm not calling Keith Sweat garbage, but like
I
I
get this
love
nigga.
garbage shit. Like I will drink